Hi guys, welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to show you my go-to makeup, my current go-to makeup. So I don't do monthly favorites because I don't buy makeup every day, so I'm using the same products over and over again, so that's why I don't do monthly favorites. But I wanted to show you my go-to products, like the products that I swear, the products that don't do wrong for me. So I reach for these products every single day, well, at least when I'm doing my makeup. Some of them are kind of new, so I recently included them in my go-to favorites, I guess. And I do have quite a few products, and I hope this video is not way too long. And if you want to see what are my go-to, my everyday go-to makeup products, then keep on watching. I'm going to start in order of how I'm doing my makeup. So first I'm going to start with brows. So you don't see me doing my brows on camera because the routine is the same, it's kind of boring, blah blah blah, unless you want me to do an updated brow routine, I guess. But first I'm going to start with a brow pencil, and this is a must for me. I really love brow pencils. They are so easy to use, they are so precise, and I love them. This was my favorite brow pencil, and I say was because I don't have my matching shade anymore. I still have a few colors, but they don't match me. So if you remember, BH Cosmetics were super kind and sent me a few products, so this was sent to me. So since I ran out of this, I started to look for more affordable brow pencils. And I do have a few. So a few months ago I discovered this Kiss New York Professional. This is their top brow fine precision brow pencil, and I really like the formula on this because it's not too creamy and it's not too dry. So I think it's the perfect formula for a brow pencil, and also the tip is very fine, so you can be very precise. And recently I discovered the Zoeva one, and this is as good as the Kiss one, and they are pretty affordable. And again, we have the spoolie, and also the formula on this is a little bit more dry, I would say, but it's not a huge difference. It's like a tiny bit drier than the Kiss one. So right now these two are my go-to brow pencil, and yeah. And to set my brows I have two products. I have the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper in the shade medium dark, but I haven't used this in so long because I discovered this one. This is from Lovely Cosmetics, I guess, and this is their Brows Gel Creator Color and Shape, and this is so good. I noticed that this has a little bit of shine, but it's nothing crazy. So as you can see, the spoolie is so small, so it can be very precise. This has more fibers than the Lovely one, but the spoolie is a little bit more large, as you can see. So these two are my go-to brow mascara, I guess that's how they call them. And that's that. This is my favorite primer ever. This is NoPore Blem primer from Touch and Soul, and I want to say that this doesn't blur my fine lines, my smile lines, whatever my lines are called, but there's something about this primer that makes my foundation go so smooth and so nice on top of this primer. I don't know, it's something about this primer that makes me use it every single day. So recently I discovered the Catrice one, and this is Prime and Fine, and this is their Nude Glow Primer, and I kind of like it. And this is a glowing primer, so this won't fill in your pores or blur your lines, so I like it because this gives me that healthy glow, if that makes sense. So these are my go-to, well, this is my go-to primer, and recently I'm reaching for this a lot. I apply this first and then I go with this, so yeah. And for my foundation, things change a little bit because I don't have a go-to foundation that I want to use every single day. I do enjoy most of my foundations, so that's why I'm not using the same foundation every single day, if that makes sense. But my go-to foundation will be this L'Oreal True Match, but this will be mostly for my winter skin because in the winter my skin gets super dry. So this is my go-to foundation, but for the winter time, if that makes sense. And during the summer my skin gets a little bit more normal. It's not oily, but it's not as dry as in the winter time, if that makes sense. So that's why I don't have a go-to foundation right now. I kind of use all my foundation, if that makes sense. So this will be my go-to foundation, but for the winter time, because this is so good. This is a staple in my makeup collection. For example, today I used my Wet n Wild foundation. This is their Photofocus foundation and is in the shade Soft Beige. So this has more like a matte finish. It's not completely matte, dry matte foundation, but is more into the matte finish, if that makes sense. And I do really enjoy this for this time of the year. So for my foundation, as I said, I don't have a go-to right now, but yeah. Next step is concealer, and I have two concealers. One of them is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. This is in the shade C2, and right now is a little bit too light for me because I do have a little bit of tan going on, so I do really need to repurchase this because it's almost gone, and also I need one or two shades deeper than this. And my all-time favorite concealers is my Maybelline Age Rewind, and this is such a staple in my makeup collection. This is so good. The formula is amazing, the coverage is amazing, this blends like a dream. So if you want a really good concealer, I do recommend you the Maybelline one. This is a little bit more dry. The formula is a little bit more dry than the Maybelline one, but is good. So these two are my go-to concealers right now. And to set that concealer, I recently discovered the most amazing setting powder, like translucent powder. And I know this is expensive AF, but this is the Veil Translucent Setting Powder from Hourglass and is absolutely amazing. Before I discovered this, I was setting my concealer, like my under eye concealer, with my RCMA No Color powder. This has such a long name, but this is so good. Like if you have normal to oily skin, I feel like this will be amazing on you, but I have more drier skin, as I said, so this looks a little bit too dry under my eyes. But I do like to set my entire face with this powder. I don't bake. I'm using this only on my under eyes, smile lines, and also on my forehead where I have this expression lines. So I don't set my entire face with this powder because, as I said, this is expensive AF, so I feel like it's a waste of product. For my entire face, I'm using other setting powders like the RCMA one. This is so good to set your foundation, like the entire face. Also to bake, I don't bake. And my other favorite is the Milani face powder. This is their Multitasker face powder in light medium. This is so good, you guys. I bought this by mistake because I thought it was a highlight. It was labeled as a highlight on Amazon. That's where I got this. So I'm happy that I purchased this because it was, I think it was only 7 euros or something like that. Everything is cheap, affordable. Not the Hourglass powder, but pretty much all the products are affordable. So this was 7 euros or something like that, and this is such an amazing setting powder for the entire face. And after I set my foundation and concealer, I go and bronze my face or contour. I don't contour every single day, but when I do, I reach for this BH Cosmetics Studio Pro contour palette. This is their powder contour, so you have a bunch of colors here, so you can mix them to create your own contour shade, if that makes sense. I'm mixing these two together, so yeah. I also use this yellowish, this is like a banana powder to brighten my under eyes. So this is my go-to contour palette, but again, I don't contour every single day. So when I don't contour, I do bronze my face. Like right now, I don't have a contour, I just applied bronzer. And I think you already know what bronzer I'm using because this is my favorite bronzer ever. So this is a butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is such a stunning bronzer. This is a brand new one. I haven't touched this yet because I'm still using my old one. So this is such a stunning formula for a bronzer. It has a little bit of sheen, not shine, or shine, I don't know. It's not glitter, it's not shimmers, it's a little bit of healthy shine, if that makes sense. So I love this. I totally recommend this to you. It's kinda the price is kinda up there. I mean, I paid like 13 euros or something like that, but this lasts me almost a year, I guess. So yeah, this is my go-to bronzer. So if you follow me for a while now, you probably know that I'm not a blush girl, but when I want to apply a blush, I go for this NYX Ombre Blush. This is such a beautiful, beautiful peachy blush, and it has a little bit of shine as well. It's not shimmer, it's shine. So it will add your cheeks a little bit of glow, if that makes sense. And this is in the shade Strictly Chic. So yeah, this is my go-to blush, even though I don't use it every single day, but when I want to add a pop of color on my cheeks, I'm reaching for this one. And for my highlights, I do have a few that I go back and forth, but this is my go-to palette highlight. This is the Anastasia and Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit, and this is such a gorgeous highlight palette. You can even use this as a blush. Of course, this palette has glitters, I'm not gonna lie, but my tip is to use a wet sponge to apply this on your face, because the glitters kind of stay trapped inside the sponge, if that makes sense. So you cannot see the glitters on your face if you don't like glitter on your face, of course. But this is my go-to. So as you can see, Glow Glitter 143 and Forever Young. This is the trio that I like to use every time, every day. Probably you already know that the Real Techniques sponge is my go-to favorite sponge, and this is a little bit dirty because I use this to do my makeup today, that's why. And I already got backups because this is that good. This is their Miracle Coverage Wet or Dry Sponge, and my favorite. I didn't want to include an eyeshadow palette because I kinda use most of them, but my go-to palette will be the Latte palette, and this is from Dominique Cosmetics. And I do reach a lot for the yellow shade inside this one to brighten my under eyes. So sometimes I use the yellow shade from this palette, other times I use the yellow from this palette, so it depends of my mood, I guess. So yeah, this will be my go-to eyeshadow palette. I do love the macchiato shade to highlight my inner corners, my brow bone, sometimes my face. The formula is amazing. They are creamy, they blend like a dream, they are super buttery, they are pigmented, and it's amazing. So this will be my go-to eyeshadow palette, even though I don't apply eyeshadows every single day, like when I'm not filming. Well, it depends on my mood again. But this is so good. I'm almost done, I promise. I know this video is long, but I'm almost done. To set my face, I love the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray. I've been using this for 2 years now, and I love it. Like, it's good. Then I have the Catrice Makeup Freezing Spray, and the bottle is so tiny. As you can see, I sprayed this for about 10 times on my face and it's gone. I do really need to repurchase this, but I like this because even if you don't apply a highlight on your face, this will give you a healthy glow, like a radiant, healthy glow. So if you have dry skin, you will love this. For my lashes, you already know that the DEMI Wispies from Ardell are my go-to lashes. These are the Wispies, and they are as good as the DEMI Wispies. They are amazing, they are cheap, they don't feel heavy on the eyes. They have that thin band so you cannot see it, so Ardell is for the win. And to glue those lashes, this is my go-to glue lash. This is from Duo and is the one with the brush. And also this is very affordable, it's like 5 euros, and this will hold your lashes all day long. You don't have to worry for that lifted corner. This won't do that, so my favorite. It might sound a little bit weird, but I don't have a go-to lipstick or lip gloss. I don't. My go-to lip product is this from Nivea. This is a lip butter. For some reason this is called Liposam here in Spain, but this is their vanilla and shea butter lip balm, how you call this? I don't even know. So this will be my third one, and this is amazing. And the last product I'm going to mention is mascara, and I do have a go-to mascara when I'm applying lashes and a go-to mascara when I don't apply lashes, if that makes sense. My go-to mascara when I apply lashes is this one from Revlon. This is their Ultimate All-in-One Mascara, and I love this because of the wand. It's super tiny, so when you apply lashes, you only want to blend your natural lashes with the falsies. So you only want to apply mascara on the bottom of the lashes, if that makes sense. You don't want to apply mascara all over the falsies because that's unnecessary. And these two are my go-to when I don't apply falsies. The Big Shot makes my lashes long and fluffy and wispy and voluminous, makes them look good. And I recently discovered this because it was sent to me, but this is so good. I don't really like the one because it's kind of spiky and you can poke your eyes with the one, but the formula is amazing, and also this makes my lashes super long and voluminous. And yeah. Alright guys, so these are my go-to makeup products, and I totally recommend you to check them out because they are good. And most of them are drugstore or affordable. A few of them are kind of expensive, but they totally worth it, trust me. And yeah, let me know down below what is your go-to makeup product, like that product you cannot live without it. Let me know down below, and I really hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Take care, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah. See, I speak with my hands. Doesn't... For some reason I cannot say adhesive. What the heck? Mind blowing. Kiss me, darling, one more time. Are you effing me right now? Fly. Camera, please.